Welcome everybody, I am starting the chapter for Terra Odinn in Eorzea on Final Fantasy XIV. And let's see, everything there is already sorted. Check out his voice though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, some of them sound very Japanese. Yeah, I think I'll go back down. Alright, confirm. Yeah, no, I've already saved it. Pugilist, because, you know, Ganunga Gap has sent Terra here, and, well, one of the most basic forms of combat is using your fists and your feet. I think being a pugilist would be a perfect way to start him off in Eorzea. I don't think I get that equipment though. It would be pretty awesome. Looks like he's wearing daggers. Like, dude, you're not a rogue. Or, oh, funny enough, that's not even a starting role. Eh. So Odinn will be his his starting area. This would be his surroundings. Oh, I know where that place is. Usually there's a cactuar around, but this is character creation, there's nothing. And yeah, time to be Terra Odinn. What? No, I don't want to be in Edelman Twists, although it is a preferred world. Genova is no longer preferred, but I like Genova. My main character is there, and the community is really awesome. Let's see if I can actually have my main's name as this one's name. Ah, okay. I'm gonna have to check to see what the I'm gonna see if I can put in a special character, because my altar's gonna have to have something oddly typed, or differently typed version of the name Terra at least. If I could at least just make that Y into a one with a macron or comma above it, that would be awesome. Yeah, there it is. Alt 0253. Ah, come on. It doesn't say anything about special characters. I'm sure I've seen some, and like, I'm pretty sure I've seen some weird names out there. Okay, how about if Odinson had a different O? 0210. Okay then, how about otherwise I'm gonna have to remove one N from Odinson, which would look pretty silly to me, in my opinion, because it's like, come on, man. Oh. Oh, no, not speed test. Special characters. See if I could at least paste one in there. Let's see. Fuck. No, not TVR. Alright, one N for Odinson. Can't have special characters. This is gonna be funny. When my alt catches up, I'm gonna have to do a name change and give him some completely different name. It'd be cool if an enemy character that I wish to portray on here was available, but wow. That's enough of all of that. Begin game. With Tyr Odinson with one Y, with one N instead of two. Ooh, very shiny, floating around. Maybe this is the void, sending him to Eorzea.
Here. Here. Feel.
Tira's adventures in Eorzea for now will be the main school, main story quests, and I'll do some side quests and other little bits and pieces too. Next time I stream, I'll probably do a bit of job tasks. Oh, okay. That's some Kill Bill looking shit right there without this one. And here's my hair getting in my face and shit all the time, come on. Hey you! Huh? Who the fuck is that? Oh, okay, I wasn't wearing that. I'm not wearing that Kill Bill outfit. You were molding something fierce for a while there. Oh, I see. Last time I started in Limsa and we were attacked by a fucking kraken or some shit. Or some sort of sea monster. It's funny because Alphino and his sister, whatever her name is on this damn carriage. These brass blades are really... they are assholes. Somna. I read that was based on the word Somnus, which is, I think, a family, or the family that opium belongs to. Or it's part of its Latin name, at least. Just kind of tidbit of weird information. Beastmen. I know it's Final Fantasy, but if they could add a little bit of gore, that would be great. I mean, seeing a motherfucker get cut up would be so awesome. So gritty and brutal. Gritty? Yep, brass blades are assholes. Of course. adventurer, I guess. I was just in a place called Ark yesterday, so new to this whole fucking world. Yeah, I guess so. I'd call that living as well, doing what you want. I have lived as such in the past, wherever the wind blew. Well, what is? I was a bit of a wanderer in the past. Attracted me to adventuring? Motherfucker, I was sent here. So, no answer. Fair enough. Yeah, well, you don't have a secret like mine. I am the son of Odinn, and I died in Ragnarok, and I was fucking brought here without my permission, though I was told beforehand, so I'm not entirely surprised, but this world looks pretty awesome so far. I have a feeling like my hand in this world's gonna be a major one. Some shit's going to go down. True that. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Yes, that is pretty true. You can't profit from dying. The others can. In fact, it's my first trip to Eorzea and this entire world. I've never been anywhere here before. Yes, it's my first trip. Sultana? What, you mean like the dried fruit? The Syndicate. Okay, those beasts that attacked are called Armold Jar. Is profitable, it is true. As the god of war myself, I am inclined to agree also. And so starts the chapter in Eorzea for Tyr. For what I remember, there's going to be a lot of
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ulda.
Ulda.
Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, Hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
I get stuff for listening to people talk. That's great. That's awesome. What is it?
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
That sounds like a cult. I'm not being reborn in fire. No. Though fire will probably kill me a lot in this. Oh well. With that line going through between the X and the V, it's like Final Fantasy 15, but stylized. I think they could have just redone that title, like, you know, a little closer to what you know, to actually look at like 14, or look at like a 14. I've always liked the architecture of Final Fantasy buildings and towns, just because they look like they'd spent a lot of time designing and planning them. Although there are some instances where you're like, come on, did you really think that part through? But overall it looks pretty cool. Yeah, who the fuck are you? Get what you want. Yeah, who cares if I was straight off the carriage? Wyman. And my business is known every bugger houses. Okay, so you want you want to know my business? All right, if it's free. Welcome to Uldar, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Oh, okay. Mouse and keyboard. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of your camera. Yep. Turn character. No. Jump. Move. Yep. That's fine, thank you. Alright. I'm gonna have to set some of these up very quickly. I know that this is probably weird for some of you, but I like my health bar at the top. Fuck, no, that's not where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, that's right, HUD layout. There you go. parameter bar. Top. I think that's about right. Experience right underneath that. Let's see, status info. I'm gonna display that as a single element. Oh wait, no, 3 groups actually. Enhancements, enfeeblements. It's a really pissy way to do it, but you kind of have to. You kind of have to do this, and then link them into one. Otherwise, it will just look like shit. Ah, yes, save. I bring that down. I'll bring that hotbar over here, and there's the number 2 over here. I usually hide the inventory grid. I put my gill up here, just a bit. Put the time up there, which I'll lighting gauge. Okay, there must be a gauge for. Pretty, yeah, it's pretty evened out, I think. It's probably a little bit off, but when it comes to this grid, like those white lines don't actually sort of match up with fuck all, really. Because these ones, yeah, like what the hell. It's probably going to be a while before I get to jump in a party list, in an alliance raid, but I do intend to re-sort some of these out as time goes. I'll put that there for now. Inventory grid's going to be shut off. Duty list, yes, that could go there. Notices. So I'm going to drag these down just a little, because I remembered when I was chocobo racing on my main, if this wasn't dragged down enough, then I couldn't see shit all. Put the enemy list up there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put that there, I'll put that there, and I'll put the enemy list there. Progress bar. What the fuck is that even for again? Oh, I think that might be for like using items like yeah, I think I know what that's for. That cross hotbar there. I hate it when things don't match up properly. Status effects. Put my pet hotbar here. Trust me, I'm gonna need all of these hotbars at some point. Hotbar up a bit more. I'm not like to get a pet for a long time because I'm not a summoner. Right, I think that's about all I needed to really do for that. Sorry about that, guys. I have just wasted the last 10 minutes setting up that. However, let's remove that. I'll remove that. Oh, that's right, there's another hotbar there. I think 7 and 8 I put there. Ah, that's right, I think I had this set up. Hotbar 8. Same as that. Oh, where did it go? I usually don't have any more than 5 duties on my list anyway, so hopefully that doesn't sort of coincide later. Hotbar 6. Yep, hotbar 6 is shared, and I will put return there. I wonder if my keybinds are the same. No, none of them are. That's okay. I think character config. Probably just a little lighter. There we go. I can actually read it. Now, just so that all of you guys know, this is an alt of my main character Tyr. I spell Tyr Odinson with Odin having 2 N's in it. So that will be the difference. Also, you will see things like you will see that my hotbars will be different on my. I will be playing my main Tyr as a pugilist for some of it. Just a bit of a disclaimer, so you know that I haven't found some weird ass cheating or there's something amiss. I will be Tyr Odinson will be sort of split between my main and this alt here. However, I do hope you enjoy his adventures, because, you know, yeah. Joining a free company. You have joined a free company. Start by changing your chat mode to free company and greeting the other members. Selecting free company from the social section of the main menu will display the free company interface. Here you can view company and member data, messages and other important information. Each member is assigned a rank, each with various levels of authorization. Depending on your rank, you may or may not be able to access such features as promoting current members or inviting new players. As company members participate in various duties around Eorzea, they will not only earn experience points for themselves, but points for their free company as well. As company points are earned, the free company will increase in rank. As rank increases, new features such as company crests, an expanded company chest and housing become available. Good to know. Company chest. The company chest is a communal depository where free company members can store their excess gear and items. It can be accessed not only from the company's estate but from the Grand Company headquarters at other convenient locations. Access rights are set by company leaders and can range from full access to all members to restricted access for a select few. As the company increases in rank, additional compartments will be added to the chest, increasing the number of items which can be stored within. Remember, unlike your personal inventory, the company chest is shared, so to avoid misunderstandings with fellow company members, refrain from using the chest to store important personal effects. Right. Company crest. Your free company can now create its own unique company crest. To edit the company crest, you must first have authorization to do so. Next, you will speak to an OIC, Officer of Arms, located at one of the 3 Grand Company of Eorzea headquarters. Once your company has attained the proper rank, you will have the opportunity to apply the crest to pieces of armor all the realm to see. Company actions. Company actions can be used to temporarily increase the statuses of all online company members. They can be accessed under actions in the free company interface. Actions can be purchased from OIC quartermasters with company credits. The higher your company standing with its Grand Company of Allegiance, the fewer credits the actions will require. To purchase, execute, disable, or discard actions, you must first have been granted the proper company authorization to do so. Alright. This is a lot different than being an Ark, that's for sure. And I'm a gardener. Nice. Each of the three nations has established a residential district wherein like-minded adventurers can establish a base for their activities. Each residential district is divided into wards, which in turn house 60 plots of land each. Wealthy individuals may purchase plots of land upon which to build their own estate halls, while free companies may jointly purchase plots. Those seeking simpler quarters may instead purchase a room in the apartment buildings found in each of the residential districts. Alright, so I can have an apartment or my own house, or my own house, but I can't just go having one without money, a lot of money it seems. Estate halls and apartments can be customized by installing fixtures and placing furnishings. Please note that in the case of estate halls, specific company privileges are required for customization. More information on housing can be had by speaking with the resident caretaker stationed at each residential district. Well, good to know. I can't just go having a house now. I have to earn my way to get one. Unlike Ark, where I could just fucking build anywhere. Yes, it's a quest. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Odinn, you must register yourself. The adventurer's guild. Okay. The quicksand. Mamodi. Okay. Why, thank you, kind sir. Yep. Quests will appear on the duty list on the right. Cool. Is that a child? Yeah. Oh. Either there or a dwarf. Is that a dwarf? Hey you, are you from Svartalfhelm? Wait. No? Alright. Oh, hello, Mamodi. I was told to come meet you. Tyr. Tyr Odinn. You own this place, but you look like a little girl. Oh, okay, so I have to join this adventurers guild. Fair enough. You mean those beast men? Them lizard folk that they were called? The Gallian Empire. Ooh, sexy. Cute cat ladies. Loss? Wait, what the shit? The moon cracked open and released an abomination? Wow. And I thought Ragnarok was brutal. What the fuck? Oh, well. Fenrir did eat the sun and moon. Obviously I'm not on that same planet. Yeah, well, lucky you. The world hadn't ended, unlike Ragnarok. However, I'm getting over that. And I'm trying to find Thor and Odin. Frigg. Bragi, all of them. Wait, so they don't remember what happened? Huh. Seems a bit fishy to me. I know the feeling of fighting for another land. Seems like something's blocked the memory. Warriors of Light. Why thank you. Sweet. I'll try and not destroy shit, I guess. I'll try and be good, do some good. I just want to learn to fight, really. Well, I need to learn more about combat, it seems. As if Gununga felt it necessary that I go through all the training again. Oh well. Yes, the future is what we should be working on. Realize that. Instead of trying to patch up what's happened. Fair enough. but you seriously look like an 8-year-old. Maybe at the most 11. He's got facial hair. He must be an adult. To end up like him. I'm not much into gambling, so I'll leave that to that guy. He can do that. Fair enough. I think I could handle a stub toe. What, you like sex stories, do you? You little slut. Thank you, Ramodi. Case in point, wonder where they draw that water from. Who knows? Complete. Ooh, $103 in gil. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Uldar. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await. Okay, so that quest icon above her head is different from the last one. It's to show that it's a main story quest, not a side quest or yeah. So that's cool. That's alright. Quests with using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks tied to new duties or features you've yet to unlock, so I guess I unlock stuff with those quests. Or with that icon. Very good. Whoa, is my auto run really R? I'm gonna have to change that. Keybind. Move bit. And R is recommendations. I think that would be in shortcuts. Ah, there it is. I thought they had like... Yeah, it won't be unlocked yet. A lot of menu options are unlocked as time goes. Doesn't mean I can't check the map. Looks good though. What's in my inventory? Literally nothing. Let's see if this is open. Nah, I thought so. I thought I could open my chocobo my chocobo saddlebag before I even have a chocobo. Oh, better learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charge it off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here until you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites travelling around Eorzea, it would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one. You never attuned with an Aetherite before. You ever attuned with an Aetherite before, Tyr? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours aren't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here at Aldar as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure you don't pay more than you want, Tyr. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesar Roga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's ready. In short then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try and take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you're finished, will you? That way, I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guilty name. I started Final Fantasy in June last year. However, this is I'm just going through all the main quests to catch up, because I want to do a bit of a series on Tyr and his adventures in Eorzea, and once I've caught up with the main story and some of his roles, then I'll switch to my main, who has got, heaps of shit. I've got a bunch of mounts, and I did the Yorklai farming that actually I started playing as the Yorklai event was on last year, and let me tell you, that was a bit of a grind. But no, not completely new. My main though is only just made it to Ishgard. Have you yourself played a bit of this? Kenobi TV? And sorry I missed your message for a little while there. I kinda got right into the reading of the things. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, if you do scroll down on this channel, you probably see a little excerpt about Tyr's, like my intentions with him. Yeah, I finished the story and in-game crafting. Yeah, my main has only level 50 for. I'm only up to level 50 for crafting blacksmith, leatherworker, and alchemist on my main. Yeah, if you scroll down, you'll see my intentions with Tyr. After the Battle of Ragnarok in the Norse myths, I've expanded that. After having died in battle, all the gods are kind of just dropped off in other places. With Tyr being sort of cursed to be a warrior or a fighter in all these different worlds, to sort of earn his way back to becoming a god, and I want to try and have it so that eventually he redeems the Aesir and Vanir gods, and that the events of Ragnarok are undone, sort of thing. Though I do plan to stream other games that aren't anything to do with Tyr, it's just sort of what I'm thinking so far as Tyr Odinson the character. But if you are able to see my name, you'll notice that it says Tyr Odinson, and Odinson has one N in Odin on this. He, you might, and you look at the video, I have spelt it with 2 N's. My main character is Tyr Odinson, in which Odinson is spelt with 2 N's in Odin. It's based on the Old Norse way of spelling that name. Odin was originally spelt with 2 N's before they anglicized. Yeah, it's just a bit of an idea. I kind of just sort of, I wanted to have some sort of like a series of sorts going on, so that I've got a reason to stream each day the same way. But it's all a bit of fun. Like I plan to stream Final Fantasy VII as Tyr, but Tyr would be Cloud, and it would be as if Tyr had to live the life of Cloud for a moment and learn combat in that world, which funny enough is called Midgard. Oh no, that's the city of Midgard. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the idea about it pretty much. Let's see. Yep, all those features already know about that. Sanctuaries. Ah, yes. This rested bonus, I missed this last time. I kind of forgot what this was all about. All experience gained through battle, while under the benefit of a rest bonus, will be increased by 50%. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you for the follow. Well, if you're in-game with your crafting, surely you must enjoy a bit of roulette. I wouldn't mind jamming with you on my main. I mean, you don't want to jam across alongside a level 1 character. Especially when he was created solely to catch up to the main for streaming purposes. Once this one catches up with my main, I won't delete him, I will just repurpose him as another character with a different name, and well, he'll have to keep all the classes and things that he's learned up until he reaches, but yeah. But I would be keen to jam some roulettes and stuff, and it's always good to jump in on raids every so often, because oh wait, what the hell's going on here? Ah, Valentions. never mind. On my main, I have my partner and we're actually in the middle of farming these chocolates so that we can get all the stuff. Well, I want all the stuff. She doesn't really. She wanted the mount, the half heart chair. So we both got those, but I don't feel comfortable doing the Valentine's missions with someone who I'm not in a relationship with in real life, especially. Like, I'm just lucky that my missus actually plays this game and loves it. So so she's keen to do the Valentine's event. It's just I'm not going to do those quests with anyone else because it's kind of like crossing boundaries that shouldn't be done. Let's see. Oh yeah, attune myself to Aetherites. Don't tell me. This is gonna be a bit of fun. It's like reminding me of all the shit that I got up to when I first started this game. It's just, yeah. After I finish this stream, I'm gonna do a lot of yeah, after I've finished with this particular stream, when I stop streaming, I'm gonna go around and do a lot of settings that need to be done. Like my chat settings need to be sorted properly. Just a few things that kind of shouldn't be done in a stream that don't really need to be done in a stream. When I go through the quests for my because I haven't done any Pugilists missions on my main, I will be doing all of that. I'll be streaming all of that on my main. You won't be seeing any Pugilist missions other than me about to go joining them now. But then I won't be doing any Pugilist missions or whatever as my alt. Not on the stream anyway. I'll do it off screen, but that's just to make sure that my alt and my main are synced. At least until this one catches up in the story, and then it doesn't matter what classes my main has, I think it will be fine. Wyman would like to know what I think of Ulda. Well, yes, it looks like a desert city. It kind of reminds me of Tatooine, but also Rabanastre from 12. Kind of has that look about it. Kind of, oh, nah, doesn't remind me of Cosmo Canyon. There are other places out there that kind of remind me of that. So, how are you taken to Ulda, Terra? Make any new friends in high places yet? Ha, well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. As long as you're here, mayhap you could do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. Just over there, and the man will even give you some guild. Okay, we'll fucking chat. Alright. Make some money! The Way of the Samurai. Ah. My favorite class in this game. Actually, years, like when they were still announcing Final Fantasy XIV, I'd seen concept screenshots of this of game and like concept art, not screenshots, art, and you know, I'm not sure about some of the races in like later on in this game, like Stormblood, but I remember seeing a bit of concept art of it was like a turtle person. Not a Sahagin, because they're like fish people, and it wasn't anything else. It was kind of, they kind of reminded me of what Sahagin would have looked like on other games. But they were turtle people, and one of them was wielding a samurai sword, a really long one actually. It was kind of Sephiroth sized, but being concept art, it's probably just, you know, over exaggeration. However, when I saw that, I was like, damn, I've got to play that game. But back when Final Fantasy 14 came out, and back when 11 was kind of, you know, up there, I was too poor to have all that shit. I didn't have a very good computer, and actually, if you read below, my computer is still not that good at all. However, yeah, like, once I saw the samurai class, I was like, fuck yes. Now, I do kendo in real life. Well, I am on hiatus from training at the moment because, you know, money, and then, you know, you got, like, time, and I do game a lot, which kind of prevents me from going out and doing a lot of things. And, so, as a kendo, I used to compete in kendo in my mid to late teens and early 20s, which kind of says something about how old I may be right now. And I love kendo. I first tried it when I went to Japan when I was 15. However, I had already read about it and decided, like, when I was in my early teens, that I wanted to do kendo no matter what. Now, I went to Japan when I was going to school in Aussie, in Australia. And when I moved back to New Zealand, after going to Japan and stuff, when I moved back to New Zealand, I moved to a city called Dunedin, which I call my hometown now because it's fucking awesome down there. When I moved there, it was only like a few weeks after I'd moved there that I found a flyer in which a kendo club was opening up. And I had actually received 2 bamboo swords and a tengui, which is like a head cloth. It's supposed to sit between the helmet and your hair to stop your hair from catching on the ropes that tie it. And I received a few bits and pieces from the kendo club that I went to at school in Japan during my month visit there. So I had like a couple pieces of equipment, though the sensei said that those bamboo swords were too short for my height, and possibly for male competition. I think they've got differences between female and male, or maybe they did at the time. But being a kendo practitioner and enthusiast, I saw the samurai class on here and I was like, holy shit, I have got to play that. And yeah, some people they think samurai class is boring, but I like it. I actually fully enjoy the samurai class, because it kind of brings a bit of, well, I know this is a Japanese made title, well, you know, you could consider it that. Well, you know, considering that Squaresoft was Japan and whatever, they brought a bit of their own culture into it. But I've seen little tidbits of quite a lot of tidbits of other cultures. I've actually seen a Māori god with their name in here. Well, not the god themselves. There is a conjurer's weapon, and and conjurer's weapons are essentially a stick with leaves, right? It's a wand, and that wand was called Tane Mahuta, which is one of the major gods in Māori pantheon. But enough about that. Time for me to actually do some things. Because at the beginning of the game there is a lot to do. Also, the reason why I am using an alt to catch up to my main, people be like, why the first, like, a Realm Reborn, like, so many quests and they're like not that, like, immersive, and it's fucking such a grind. Understood, but I want to stream the Hildebrand questline. Hildebrand is by far the funniest dude I've ever seen in these games. He's just so goofy and, like, so clumsy, and you just gotta facepalm every time he does something because he brings a bit of life to some of the quests, and they were the only quests that I had an actual good laugh at. Options. Leather crackles. Oh wait, is that a magic? Oh no. Yeah, it is. Or I can have tin. Yeah, well. I'm not really gonna read every little thing that I encounter. Like some of the side quests and things, I mean, it kind of just doesn't seem. It doesn't seem right to just fucking, you know, go through every bit of dialogue in this game. They look like they're made out of bone. But it's hard to fucking get a good look at him when he's just bouncing it, when he's, you know, light on his feet. Alright. Oh yeah. Waymond wanted me to deliver this to Josias. Handing over items. Seriously, if you need me to show you how to hand over an item through this, you'll see it happen. Yep. Thank you, and let's see. I think that's to actually join the guild, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter because I intend to join the guild on here, so that the next level is hard as rock, or harder than rock. Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? No? Well, I do. You know Diddlata, short, broke, he never pays what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding horse son. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Delamod. Shit. That's what Galther wants to say. That's what he's got to say. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him to a bloody pulp like as not. So you go tell him. Yeah, sometimes I miss a lot of words when I'm reading things. I should probably actively read properly again. I intend to read the Dune series. I haven't read it since I was like 16. But I loved the series. I think the naming of some people kind of put me off a little. Like he was clutching at straws for names. But whatever, it's actually a good series and it's got some good content. And a lot of sci-fi have used themes from Dune in their own works, like sandworms. You would undoubtedly say are from the Dune series. Greetings and welcome to the Pugilists Guild. I see you already walk the path of the Pugilist, yet your journey has only just begun. I highly recommend you add your name to our roll, for there is no better place in all the realm to train in your discipline than here. The origins of pugilism as we know it can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Ooh, blood sands, that sounds good. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a pugilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many song-worthy exploits, we pugilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took on fully armed and armoured gladiators and effortlessly bested them on. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire, of course, and Ul'dah swiftly transformed into a centre of pugilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. Ooh, master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her that we that the Pugilists Guild owes his existence. The art practice here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modelled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, a brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but Gods never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, should you wish to proceed with enrollment, you must first obtain the Guildmaster's approval. Let me know if you would like to meet him. Yes. For long years, the man ruled the Blood Sands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired in favour of training aspiring fighters. One of the greatest pugilists of our time. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Now, go now and show to him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Neat. Just realised I'm offered out a shot. Let's see how that works. There we go. Alright. Here. Past time you got your ass back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? Huh? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer, and there never was. I'm not doing anything indecent, I swear to the gods. Yeah, you're right on, man. What? You're here to enroll? Oh well. Why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as Guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless, you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as a blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. While we lack in destructive force, we make up for in speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, you'll also learn to string them together to deliver an endless flurry of blows. Only through such fierce combinations can a pugilist realize his potential. Yar! Don't tuck yourself. Oh, spoke too soon. Yes, the path of the pugilist is long and arduous. Look at any martial arts master in real life and you'll see that they literally took decades and decades of work to get to where they're at. That's just the long and short of it. Can I go the distance? Yes, I can do it. I can win. I feel great. Welcome to the guild, son. Don't call me son, pal. Oh, yep. Way of the Pugilist. Very well. I will go out there and slay those things. Let's see, what was I up to? Oh yeah. Aetheryte Plaza thinging. Tuning. Yes, I attune to the Aetheryte. Nene Baru. Seriously, being a brass blade, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if some of your other lackeys do charge that. Oh yeah. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eosia, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Thank you, Nene Baru. Return learned. Awesome. The return spell lets me come back here if I die. Oh no, that's just... That's the home... That's setting home. That's okay. Oh, that's right, for the first time being here, I'm gonna have to run around to like... Oh, she looks like Ash. Well, kinda. Actually, never mind. Although, as an Easter egg, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the characters from Final Fantasy, or any of them, were just sort of hidden in amongst the crowd, but you'd have to be really observant to pick them out. Oh. It just feels like I'm... come on, threaten Dirty Lada? That looks like a child. Oh, and I better set my first person camera up because there's a... Some items can be used, granting... yeah, I know how to use items. Yes, and they have recast timers. Seriously, if you need me to read through that sort of thing, just look up the wiki. It's home. I'm gonna leave that because, yeah. But come on, look, that looks like a child. That's what that looks like to me. That's one thing I'm not big on when it comes to Final Fantasy is I don't like Lalafell. It seemed like having child-looking people apparently as adults is, to me, I think that's just kind of a cop-out. I don't like sexualizing children, and that's kind of like what it feels to me that the Lalafell represent, the very odd way that the Japanese approach porn, hentai. I have heard that they've got variation of laws for consent over there, ranging from 13 to 18 in some places. It's just like I can't say this for sure, even though I've been there. It doesn't matter. Like, I've heard that Japan run under a prefectural law system, although they have normal, what you would call federal laws, laws that apply to the entire country, like murder and whatever, and assault and drugs. Those would be things that cover the entire nation. But I heard that consent is rather a grey area over there, though I can't say that beyond all doubt. And I've heard very many different stories about that, the laws there for that. That aside, don't like Lalafels, and I just find there's something kind of off about those who enjoy being. I mean, I guess it's all good to be a child, but like once you start dressing scantily clad and you look like that, to me, not really okay. Like I probably couldn't. I mean, I don't know if that's even a male or a female. But regardless, not my thing. It just doesn't make sense. Like, and the funny thing is, like, for any communities out there that have, you know, like Discord and stuff, and people all having a chat, those who are Lalas or Potos, whatever you want to call them, anyone who's a Lalafell, they have this weird culture surrounding them, and it's become a running gag in game as well. Yeah, but not a fan. But enough about that. I mean, I've learned to just put up with the fact that they exist, and they add a bit of comical humor, at least, you know. I mean, it's just that I can't help but think that it's just a child, and it kind of seems a bit, what I would consider to be, it seems a bit, patronizing to be, like, told what to do by something that looks so childlike. It's kind of funny. Like the Sultana, like, fucking hell, she, like, it's like, what, you're not the queen, you're a child, I don't care how old you are. Oh, yep, I'll do that. No, I don't want to be a thaumaturge yet. Oh, probably gonna want potions. Hey. Hihito. Oh, dude, that's just fucked up. Humans mated with Moogles, like, what motherfucking... That is just... Damn! Damn, that is... Oh, that is like some bestiality shit going on right there, man. Like... Oh, look at that teddy bear. I wanna fuck it. I feel like fucking it a lot. Maybe good King Moogle Mog wasn't such a good king. Maybe he was a serial sex offender. Went around impregnating women and they wondered why half their babies turned out like midgets. Yes, I use the word midget, I don't care. I've actually met enough to know that they don't give a fuck about the word, and some of them find it funny. Plus, if anyone's going to get butt hurt over such a word, then they kind of need to get out more. meet more people, talk more banter. Alright. No, I don't care what you have to say, Hihito, I'm just here for the quest. I'll only read through all the important main story quests and certain side quests and job quests. Speak with the Bobo Nima. These Lalas do have some weird ass names though. Congratulations, you have found the world's worst husband. Sure. Funny. That is if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Sounds like a bitch, bro. Well, if you're hell's-bent on meddling in my affairs, you could assist me by taking some of these Frans the Fairflies and posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. I've still got a long shift ahead of me standing out here, blah blah blah. No, I just wanted to read that. Oh yeah, I'll set up my hotkeys for that soon too. I'm actually going to go over all my hotkeys eventually because I play a few games and I stream this and Ark, and I want to make sure that none of my hotkeys cross over and become hard to and you know, get all mixed up, because I don't want to be jumping in game and then accidentally and be streaming and accidentally cut my stream just because it shares a hotkey with something else. Oh fuck, I didn't even tune to the ether right down there. Sprint. Although, what's the closest one to where I need to go? I guess it doesn't matter. Which race do you play on thing anyway? Do you have a favorite? I mean, as you can see, I'm a Mikoti, and it suits me fine. I think I like cats. I am a cat person, so that's a start. Also, I found the El Ra to be way too tall, and I don't want to be a sea orc. It's what I call the Rowigs. Oh, you're a Mikoti as well? Fuck yeah, cat people, we rule this shit. If you've seen enough cat videos where the cat is becomes the king of the house, you know, someone's trying to jam the computer, someone's on the computer. Yeah, that's true. I bet you could probably hear better and hear and see better and jump higher too, and you would always land on your feet. But also, cats rule the world. Have you ever been into a what's it called? Have you ever played? If you've got a cat, has your cat not just sat on your keyboard and just looked at you and been like, "Give me love, pat me, give me attention"? No, this computer means nothing. I am now your world. That's what cats are like. Cats will fuck you up. So that's one of the reasons I love cats, is because they're natural born killers. There is no other way to say that to describe the awesomeness of a cat. That's why I'm a cat person. They're just so unpredictable as well. I'm going to move a few of these hot buttons over because realizing now that it's sort of overlapping, and can I drag it from there? Oh, can I drag it from there? Ah, come on. Maybe drag it from somewhere. Yes. Oh, come on. Yes. Yes. Just a bit more. Actually, I think my HUD layout is getting a little closer to what it is on my main, because Sucks getting used to a whole new setup after, like, you know, 7 months of being in, like, having everything sorted. I hope that's, yeah, it shows enough. Just so that people know. Hey, awesome, thanks man, and thanks for dropping by. I'll be, if you see my countdown below, I intend to stream at the same time every day, though extra streams here and there never hurt. So I'll probably stream a bit of Ark tomorrow and this, though it is Monday. Tomorrow it's Monday for me, which doesn't mean shit, but it might for all of you. But thank you for dropping by. Enjoy your sleep. And I shall continue bantering to essentially myself. Thanks. I hope to catch up quickly to my main. Genevieve. What bitch you get me to pick up your fucking money? Fuck you, Genevieve. Fuck you. And if you weren't such a solid uptight bitch, I would. You can't do that in this game. Not like Fable. Or if you've modded Skyrim to be having real sex, which is a thing. Oh, fucking have your guild back. Just don't drop it and blame it on me again. Give me that gold that I picked up for you, bitch. Fucking yell at me. I'll show you what's up. I think this is what I'm supposed to place here. Yes, I am. Is F12 still the... Yep. Let's see. One more. Pugilist forms. Unlike other melee classes, Pugilists do not use a system of weapon skill combos. Instead, weapon skills are used to cycle 3 unique battle forms to achieve what is called Greased Lightning, a status that increases attack power and speed, allowing them to overwhelm their enemies in a mad flurry of punches and kicks. Many Pugilist weapon skills will either change your form upon execution, or require you to be in a certain form to execute. There are also weapon skills which will grant damage bonuses when executed while in a certain form. The 3 types of forms are as follows: Raptor, Kowal, and Opo Opo. By successfully changing your form from Raptor to Kowal to Opo Opo, precisely in that order, you will earn the status Greased Lightning, which simultaneously increases attack speed and power. As you increase in level, you will acquire the ability to stack the Greased Lightning status, allowing for even faster, more deadly strikes. And that is when One Punch Man came in. Saitama. With 0 hair and all the god. Just all that god. Such god. Let's see, I'm gonna have to. Display 3. Yes. And 4. I'll turn off 3. 4 is going to be a... Is it shared? No, not sharing 4 either. Just a little more area to see. Yeah, maybe just yeah, that's good enough. Expanded. Also expanded. That's better. I like expanded, it's just way better. Making my way up. What does this guy want? Beat the red beetles, beat red. And someone getting all pissy about ladybugs. Come on, guys. Like, really? Zazariku. Seriously? Yeah, what is? Don't care about your quest. I need the money. I need that doll. Oh, and I need to attune myself to a fucking bunch of aetherytes in here. Agree. Goldsmith's Guild. Run. Seems that at the beginning of this game you are essentially an errand boy. Nothing else. Why would I give a fuck about lavender? I have no use for it at all. It's literally going to be sold the moment I get it. Here. Crooked Haft. Oh, thank you. I don't know if I actually just... Did I even choose this one? No, I didn't. Ha! Right, straight past it. We'll be going to the Weavers Guild next. For the quests that are there. Ethel wine. Not to sound racist, but you are a very dark-skinned woman wearing yellow and white. It just doesn't seem to fit us. Like when... Yeah, I just don't like, and this is not me being racist, black women with blonde hair always look bad. They're very rare to find one that actually looks good like that, especially where I'm from. And I wasn't much of a fan of how Storm had white hair. It just doesn't look right to me. But that's just me. Well, maybe not just me, but that's me. Juliana. Hello? Go around and welcome people to a guild in which you are not even part of. Alright. And how about you, Jellion? Oh, okay. Take a while to become a famous designer, but yeah, fucking sure. I'm going to be jumping off in 5 minutes because I need to go grab something to eat. And I don't want the place to close on me. Welcome. Rightio. I really care. I'm just fucking doing my job. Baby chua. So the weavers need help, do they? Sorry friend, I'm all set for coin. Good for you. Fucking... boom. I mean, I'm not sure if he was actually supposed to be one of them. Could be for another thing. Seriously, yeah. I don't think I've tuned to this one yet either. Ah. I better go to a mailbox because I just realised I have mail. Yes, I welcome your would-be lackeys. I just want to get high enough in level so that when I jump on next I can be my main doing the Pugilist Guild missions. Oh, is that all that was for that one? Okay. It hasn't let me look at recommendations yet, which... Oh look, it's my missus. In real life, I mean, we're actually engaged. Oh fuck, I thought I had something open. Influential friends. She's she runs an adventurers guild aimed at people like me. This is part of her job. Alright, good place of commerce. All major routes go to the city. Like, people base themselves here a lot, and you can buy anything you want here apparently. My dude's not a swordsman at the moment, he's a pugilist. I want shiny knuckles, horrors. Should probably tune myself to this one. Was there another one? It was Hustings. I think the Chamber of Rule and Alchemist Guild are the final aetheryte places to hit up. I shall do that, and then I am gonna quit this stream for the night. I think I'm thinking of actually jumping back on. Oh no, I won't quit it for the night. I'm just gonna like pop out for like 20 minutes while I grab a feed. I will pause the stream during that time. Good thing that this is Final Fantasy, because unlike Ark, Ark can be a really extensive, very intensive game for your computer. It really can be. I'm not even. Not even. Ah, for fuck. I get confused at some of the places. Yeah, like. Ark is very intense on your machine. Yeah, you might have a rig and you might have like a high amount of memory and all that sort of thing, but like considering that, you're probably it's still gonna like be very hard. Like for me, I sometimes get disconnected while trying to join a server. Cordial Spider, what a name. Talk to the people here before I move on. Alright, my two final things to do in... Oh, wait. Okay, picking up another quest, but that's okay. I was going to leave out some of these side quests for my alt because they're kind of just too much filler. Too much things that I don't really need to be doing on a stream, but... Funny enough, since this is a debut for Tyr in Eorzea, I will be highlighting this video as a there's a special or something, because I want to showcase all of the places that Terra has to visit in his quest to become the ultimate warrior. Sheepids! That might be the last one to attune to. If that's so, then it's cool. Yay! I've got all the shards, Ethernet shards in order. The Gate of Nold, the Gate of Vol, and the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. I wonder if I have any titles yet. I don't think... Oh fuck, I've got like... I feel like there was something missing from this. Well, I don't have any titles. Ah, it must be Reputation. Yes, Reputation is not there yet. Ha! Oh, that's... Is it? Yeah, there's a samurai. I've never seen such a sword before. Let's try it on. I'll display my gear. Okay, it's it is called a thunderstroke. Oh, someone made that. Apparently. Chubby. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a feed because supermarket closes in 30 minutes and I've got time to get down there and buy one or two things. So I'm gonna pause the stream. I have some things that I still need to do before I jump off. Thanks for stopping by.